Hello class, good morning. So let's continue our discussion. So the Philippine Statistics Authority released a report that was conducted by FNRIDOST. So you can see the table. The title of the graph is the proportion of underweight children age 5 to 10. And in the vertical axis, it is the proportion, and the horizontal axis, year. So here are the questions that we need to answer based on this graph. What is the title of the graph? So the title of the graph is proportion of underweight children age 5 to 10. So this one. What label is used for the horizontal axis? Horizontal axis, year. And the third question is, what is the interval used for the vertical axis? So this part. So you can see that the interval or the difference from 0 to 5 is 5, 5 to 10 is 5, 10 to 15 is 5. So the interval is 5. The horizontal bar graphs, vertical bar graphs, and line graphs share similar purpose. The vertical bar graph are used to emphasize a change in magnitude, whereas line graph are used to show trends, patterns, and change in direction. So most probably, they use line graph for continuous data. So next is, I just want to share or add range. So when you see range, this is a set of numbers in a difference between the least number and the greatest number in a set. So when you say range, that is the difference of, for example, we're talking about the score, the lowest score and the highest score. When you get the difference of the two number, then that is the range of the data. For the fourth example, here is a line graph. The line graph shows two sets of data. Read the graph and answer the questions that follow. So this line graph is a bit confusing because for the red dots, and it has blue lines. So for the red dots, that is the week 1. So 10, 15, 20, 15, and 12, that is for week 1, red dots. So I will just repeat, for the red line with blue numbers, and that is for the week 1. And for the blue line with the red numbers, and that is for the week 2. So the first question is, how much did Anna save in a week, or in the first week? So just add all the blue digits, 8, 14, 15, 10, and 6. So 8 plus 14, that is 22, plus 15, 37, plus 10, 47, plus 6, 53. So for the first week, she saved 53 pesos. Next, for the second week, just add 10, 15, 20, 15, and 6, or 12. The answer is 72. So Anna saved 72 pesos for the second week. The next question is, what day of a week 2 did she save the highest savings? What day of week 2 did she save the highest savings? So week 2 for the red number, so it means that it is on Wednesday. So Wednesday is the day that he saved the highest amount. Okay. Or she saved the highest amount. So that is Wednesday. Next question is, in what day of week 1 did she save the least savings? So the red or the blue numbers. Least savings for week 1 is 6 pesos, and that is Friday. Next, how much more did Anna save in a week than in week 2 than in week 1? So for you to answer that question, then you have to add what she has then you have to add what she saved on the first week and the second week, then subtract. Since Anna saved 53 for the first week and 72 for the second week, then just simply subtract 72 minus 53. The difference is 19. So it means that Anna saved 19 pesos more than in week 2. So a double line graph is an example. In example 4 shows Anna's savings for week 1 and week 2. Using two colors and legends will make it easier for you to read and compare the two graphs. So next example, the next set of data is best presented using a double line graph. So for the first line is the NCR, and for the second line is the region 10. So we will make a double line graph based on this example. So for the NCR, we will use red line or blue line, and for the region 10, we will use red line. So first, when you make a line graph, then you have to decide first for the title. So primary education completion rate of both sexes from 2006 to 2015. Next is, don't forget to label the vertical axis and the horizontal axis. So the vertical axis would be the percentage and the horizontal axis would be the year. Next is choose an interval. So since we're talking about percent and the highest is 100%, so we can use by 10. Okay, because if we will going to use by 5, that would be a too long or too big line graph. So we will just use interval of 10, and make sure that you will start from 0 and all the numbers should be flat on this line graph. The next is mark off equal spaces on the horizontal axis, scale and label it to indicate the year. So make sure that there must be equal spaces, 2005, 2007, 2000, as you plot this year. The same with the percentage, there must be equal spaces so that when you plot the numbers, okay, it would be clear. So that's it. So the first thing that you're going to do is plot the points. Then after you plot all the points or the scores, then you connect the line. The same with the second line. So this one is the NCR, and this red line is for the region 10. And then forget to label blue for the NCR and red for region 10. So for your activity, answer check your understanding on page 403. Take a photo of your answers and send it via private message. Deadline April 13. And for your next activity, answer practice on pages 403 to 404. Take a photo of your answers and send it via private message, deadline April 14.